Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts with you on Amber Reid's first public live stream, where it was a little bit of member chat, but a whole bunch of public chat, which is not what you promised your audience. You are misleading your audience about the terms and conditions of their membership. Speaking of memberships, I'm sure a lot of you will be happy to know that I did cancel my membership. Here's a screenshot. I still have perks until I think July 27th. Allow the fun to begin. Does the fun ever start? I just want to be very, very clear with my audience. As I said, once she starts going public, I will be canceling my membership, and that's exactly what I did. However, if she goes back to members only live streams ever, then I will reinstate my membership, okay? As far as it stands right now, she said that she doesn't know if she will. So as of now, I'm no longer a member. Enjoy your money, Pookie. So we're going to get into all the drama of her public live stream. She is misleading her audience. She's pretending to be one way during her public live streams, but that's not what we saw for 6 months. For 6 months, she came on crying, disrespecting people, and now she's this bubbly, happy girl. I think not. So we're going to get into all the drama. If you could not tell already by this ridiculous intro, every single thing I'm saying is just for entertainment purposes only. I'm sharing opinions, not facts, and publicly accessible information, first made public by public figures. Okay, please don't take anything I say too seriously. This is just for entertainment purposes only. Please don't go to these people's channels that I talk about and leave them mean-spirited, negative, disparaging comments. Just going to respond to something that she said about me right off the bat. She is a pathological deceiver. She is lying. She decides to spend some time in her live stream talking about me and says Karina Kaboom is not blocked from chatting. You are lying, Amber. So I'm not going to pull up the screenshots now. I don't care. I'm just looking at the replay now, and I see that she is actually talking about me. So what she says is I'm not blocked from chatting. Okay, I'm not gonna pull up any of my older receipts because I don't care. The people that saw those videos, okay? What happened is she blocked me years ago, which is her choice, and I respect boundaries and I don't care. Okay, I joined her live streams now, even though I now canceled, but I was a member of her members only live streams because it was a job for me, okay? I don't need to chat with her or anything like that. She would continue to say that she doesn't have anybody blocked. Now she's straight out saying my name, saying I'm not blocked. I would go in there into her live streams and I would purposely comment and no one would see it because she blocked me. What a lot of people don't know, and Amber even addressed this before, what a lot of people don't know is that when somebody blocks you, you can still comment on their videos, and to you, it seems like you're still commenting and it shows up, but no one else can see it because you're blocked. That's a feature that YouTube has. Amber, you blocked me a long time ago. You took my money for 6 months and you did not unblock me so I could tell you what I think. It's a wonderful time to be alive. So she's pathologically lying about me yet again. I have screenshots in my other videos. I would chat on purpose. I would say something on purpose. No one would see it. She wouldn't see it. No one would respond to it. Yeah, because she blocked me a long time ago. How dare you continue to pathologically lie about me? There's some interesting things that she said in the live stream. She said the highlight of her day was waking up to a text from someone that made her smile. She's obviously seeing and dating somebody. She has been lying to you for months on end that she's single. There's no way that a text from mommy or stepdaddy made her smile when she woke up. It's clearly that she's seeing somebody continue to lie and say that you're not seeing anybody. There's a very infuriating moment that I wanted to discuss where she talks about Rarity and starts fake crying. I've seen people shed more tears over getting the wrong meal at a restaurant than this, okay? So basically, she actually has enough audacity to say, thousands of cats go missing every day. I loved and still love Rarity. You can ask my mom. I should do a live stream with my mom because my mom will tell you that I talk about Rarity every single time I see her. No one is immortal. Amber, you literally contributed to Rarity no longer being here, okay? It's really odd and unusual to say that cats run away, thousands of cats run away. She's trying to put the blame on other people. Well, if other people's cats ran away, it's okay that mine did too. Focus on your own behavior. Your cat ran away from you, Rarity, multiple times. That's what Beck told us, your ex. And she ran away from you this time under suspicious circumstances because you weren't paying attention to her. If you cannot give your animals, your pets, your undivided attention, you don't even work outside the home. You were literally sitting in Tommy's house for months doing nothing. If you can't give your pets that type of attention, you shouldn't have pets. I believe this person needs to be banned from having pets because she keeps facilitating to them running away. It's always this with her. Well, this happened to other people, so it's okay, it's happening to me. Because other people had these experiences when it was a mistake. You, I feel, are doing certain things on purpose. That is my personal opinion, not a fact. Also, as far as this whole thing, ask my mommy that I'm a good person again, I don't trust your mom. Recently, your mother went on the internet and laughed about what happened to you when you were younger. I found that to be in poor taste. I don't think it's funny what happened to you. And I find it highly suspicious that we're supposed to trust a person that we barely even know. Just because you put somebody on camera doesn't mean anything. I don't trust your mom. And are you serious about this? Are you serious still about this? Ask my mommy, I'm a good person. A good person doesn't take their elderly animals on a road trip to a girl she barely knows, breaks up with her, gets broken up with, and forgets about the cat. She actually has enough audacity to say losing Rarity is the most painful thing she's ever went through, is the worst thing she ever went through. Your ex-girlfriend Tommy said that you conveniently lost Rarity on the day that she asked you to leave and go back to Oklahoma. So you have a pattern of animals going missing when they're with you, like Gracie, Destiny's cat, suspiciously ran away. Beck told us that Rarity ran away from you multiple times before the final time. Now, you left the door open. Rarity ran away supposedly under suspicious circumstances. Your own exes are exposing you for what you really did with Rarity and to Rarity. And honestly, I don't believe a word that she has to say. I don't think that she's genuinely scared or sorry or anything about Rarity. I think that she just very much so is upset that she got caught, that her exes are exposing her. Okay, for you to buy magic, I love it when magic gets involved, get your own channel magic. For you to buy magic, lose Rarity on the same day that Tommy's asking you to leave is not a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences. I think it's very possible that you were distracted and didn't care about your cat at best, and at worst we know what happened at worst. So basically, I believe that your cat like left under suspicious circumstances. You facilitated your cat no longer being here. It's the actions that you took that put things into motion, that Rarity isn't here. So spare me. Where's your tribute to Rarity? You know, I saw the other day that somebody had made a tribute video to Rarity, much more heartfelt than you ever did anything for Rarity. Why didn't you post a video like doing a tribute to Rarity? Why didn't you ever apologize really for what you've done to all of your cats? You didn't even take Twinkie to the vet when she was shaking in pain. You have a history of mistreating animals. So please, okay? Then there's this fun moment where somebody talks to her about that she doesn't brush her teeth, and she says that she always brushes her teeth in the shower, because I think that Amber believes if she continues to tell people that she, you know, brushes her teeth or takes a shower, people will believe it, as long as you believe it, Pookie. Hans Christian Pookie Reid, your ex Destiny told us that you didn't shower.
Amberlynn did not shower the whole time we were at my mom's.
I believe her over you. She basically says that she has to, you know, brush her teeth in the shower, and the reason that she has problems with her teeth is because it's hereditary. You know what? It could be hereditary, but here's what I myself witnessed. You only went to the dentist twice in all the time that you've been on YouTube. I do not believe that you went once a year. I think you're lying. You never documented it. She has documented so many different doctor's appointments, but never the dentist. I think she only went to the dentist when she had to remove teeth. She says that she flosses, and even if I believe that to be true, that's fine. It's more than flossing and brushing your teeth. You need to get yearly checkups. You need to get cleanings, usually every 6 months, but even if at least once a year, you need to have a checkup. She obviously wasn't having that. You know how I know that? You know how I know that she's lying, that her teeth, she's having issues with her teeth because it's hereditary versus not getting checked at the dentist? I've said this before. If you have a dentist and you go for checkups, they will let you know that your teeth needs to be removed. They will let you know that something is wrong and off. The reason that she didn't know any of this information is because she wasn't going for checkups, okay? Just please. She also says that she doesn't do YouTube videos anymore because she doesn't know what to talk about. She doesn't want to share what's going on in her life and the things that she does. Quote, oh, well, what I allow, what I want in my videos. Oh, I don't know what to say. I just needed a break. A break from what? In the past, you were working for about 2 hours a week to 4 hours a week. So you were working 4 hours a week if you tallied up all the live streams that you barely showed up to. Sometimes you wouldn't even show up. And maybe all the time that it took you to possibly edit your few videos a week. What did you take a break from? Working 3 hours a week? It's ridiculous. She has nothing to take a break from, but I'm actually loving her only showing up twice a week. She gets asked if she regrets Rain and Petal's eavesdrop, and she says she does. She regrets how she handled it afterwards. You made wild allegations that were untrue about an ex of yours and ruined his life, and that's all you have to say about it. I think he should have sued you. If he would have sued you at that time, he would have actually won, because you later admitted that the accusations that you made against him, you used the wrong word. They were not true. So it's amazing to me how much she's gotten away with to ruin somebody's entire life. She gets asked, oh, did you ever apologize to Narc Alert for the sympathy bone comment? And she says, yes, but not personally, and I don't plan to for personal reasons. So you said you didn't care that Narc Alert reaction channel had a heart attack and you were looking for your sympathy bone. You didn't care that a human had a heart attack. And then you said you apologized to them publicly. I didn't hear that publicly, but you won't privately for personal reasons. She deserves a private apology from you because what you did was really, really wrong and inappropriate. Even if you don't care for other people, like for example, I don't care for Amber's behavior. I would never be happy if she was ill. Whenever she is ill, I always wish her all the best and a speedy recovery, because wishing ill will on people, Amber, is why your life is the way that it is. Why haven't you apologized to her privately? She says that she loves teaching her mommy how to drink water. Mommy didn't know how to drink water, apparently. Exciting. And mommy cut her hair, but Pookie doesn't want to cut her hair because she thinks it'll make her look different. You think anyone cares about hair? Okay. So, metaphorically, she then says that she's really happy to do these live streams because you hear it from her mouth instead of the broken game of telephone and the narration from her mouth. What she's basically trying to imply is that reaction channels were lying about what they were saying in her members only live streams. No, we were not. You can go and watch the members only live streams that were re-uploaded. We literally, as Hans Christian Pookie Reed would say, we would literally repeat what she would say. She didn't like that. Okay. The real reason she was angry is because the people that were making the recap videos were getting more money and video views than her. And that's what she was angry about. Let's just call it as it is, Pookie. Nobody lied about the narration of your live streams. She also says that cats love her so much that they run away from you. Let's ask Rarity how much she loved you. She said that she stopped watching one reaction channel that she actually used to really talk about a lot. She really loved this person, and this person started pissing her off and making her mad, and she stopped talking about this reaction channel. Reaction channels that she always said were amazing, and she said that they were unbiased. And I said, well, a lot of these people are like used to take her side and be nice to her. That's why she liked them. So I guess when a person dared to say anything that she didn't like, now she doesn't like this reaction channel anymore. Yeah.
Thanks for nothing.
See the ramifications of the actions of saying anything that you truly believe against her. She immediately trashes you. And she says what reaction channel this is. Honestly, Amber, get a job. Oh, by the way, speaking of that, she says that she has not gotten a job. She just needed a break. I told you she wouldn't get a job. So she says she still watches Zachary Michael because they don't talk about her. So that's what you're looking for on YouTube, to subscribe to people that don't talk about you. So as I said, as long as you don't say anything, as long as you don't give an opinion, she'll watch you, right? She also says she doesn't watch reaction channels. I don't believe you. You know every single thing that every single reaction channel has ever said, including me. And then you, in my opinion, 100% recently took down your subreddits. No one will change my mind about that. You obviously reported the subreddits, and you report them not when it's an idle, boring time in Amberverse. It's when somebody exposes you for conveniently, like Tommy did, for losing your cat the day that you were told to leave. Was it on purpose? Was it not on purpose? I believe that your cat was let go under suspicious circumstances, right? Through the door. So of course you took down your subreddits when everyone is talking negatively about you. You can't even have the foresight to be like, I'm going to wait to do this when no one's paying attention. It's a wonderful time to be alive. She also admits that she has a lot of words blocked in her live streams. What a big surprise. She ignores a lot of super chats. She says that there's a misconception that her mother is very, like, much so just doing whatever she says, but her mom is very brash and will tell her what she really thinks. Your mom is an enabler. Okay. The reason that you're still in the situation, in my opinion, that you are in is because your mom continues to enable you. If your mom stopped driving you around and doing whatever you wanted, you would have to be more independent and you would change your life possibly. She keeps talking about how many people are watching her. You could see the duper's delight, the narcissist's ego. Oh, I'm sorry. She's not a narcissist. How dare anyone accuse her of being a narcissist? You could see how happy she is that she has 2,000 people watching and the super chats keep coming in. She keeps talking about it and talking about it. Here's what I find really interesting. So other than her being so elated that she has a lot of views and people watching her, she talks about how her laptop is bad, and there's moments in the live stream where people can't hear her, and she says that she probably should get a new laptop. She never really discussed that in her members only streams. I would say all the time, you need to get a new laptop, right? In my videos, and she didn't talk about getting a new laptop. She didn't want to. Now that the live streams are public and everybody could see how unprofessional you are, now you want to get a new laptop. It's a very small thing, but if you pay attention to it, of course it matters, because when it was just members only watching it, she didn't put any effort into it. She also compares herself to other YouTubers. This is just a very embarrassing moment. She compares herself to other YouTubers. She mentions other YouTubers who give gifts to people, and that's their, like, supposed love language. But she says that she's being called out for it, for certain superficial things about herself. And why is she being treated differently than these other YouTubers? No one is talking about anything superficial when it comes to you. People know that you buy friends and you buy girlfriends. So Amber is crying, poor me, that other YouTubers do not get called out for, giving gifts to people and money and all that other stuff, when Amber herself has admitted that she's bought friendships and partners in the past. You've admitted that you did that. See, the other YouTubers, they're doing that because they genuinely wanted to. You gave Destiny money so she would be your friend, Pookie. Tells a story of, and I do mean a story, about what happened between her and Nikocado Avocado. She says they were friends. She says they would text, and he would ask her to collab, supposedly, allegedly. How do we know that anything that Amber says is true? I believe nothing she says, okay? She says that he would ask her. And you can see the problem here. She would continuously say, yeah, not right now. I'm not ready yet. Yes, but not right now. So I'm just putting myself into somebody else's shoes. If I was asking somebody to collab and they continuously played games like this with me, again, I would think that they were playing games. It's so wild to me that she doesn't see her own behavior. She continuously supposedly told him, oh, well, not right now. I can't, not right now. She's implying that she wasn't feeling well about herself, and that's understandable. Then you should have said this to him instead of playing games with him. Then she says nothing really happened, and then he started making certain videos, saying certain things. She says that she texted him because she wanted to still, listen to this, personally know if he still liked her. Let me get this straight. You're feeling that he's making videos where he's implying certain things about you and saying certain things about you, and you still want to know if he likes you on a personal level? Because you're not understanding social cues in this situation. If someone is no longer friendly with you, if somebody is saying certain things about you, why would they be your friend or like you? It's wild. She really tells on herself. If you just listen to that story, you see what she did wrong. She misled him, in my opinion. She played games with him, in my opinion, saying, yeah, I'm going to collab with you, but not right now. So anyway, she texts him and says, what's going on? It's Amber. And supposedly she's claiming that he said, who is this? And that then she accuses him of all this stuff and says, it really hurt my feelings that, he was saying certain things about her. I'm sure it hurt Rarity to be in the cold Wisconsin air in the winter after the person that was entrusted to protect her most didn't even care enough to close the door. Are you the victim in every single situation, even with Nick? By the way, she tells of a personal story that Nick told her. I'm not going to repeat it here. And how dare you tell a personal story that he supposedly told you to your audience? Just in case nobody remembers and nobody remembered this 5 seconds ago, you cannot trust Amberlynn Reid with anything. Never, ever tell her anything. I don't know if the story that she tells about Nick is the truth or not. That's why I'm not going to repeat it. But what I know for sure is, even if he told you anything in confidence, look at you exposing whatever he told you to your audience. Why should anyone trust you? You're not the victim in this situation with Nick. If Nick didn't want to be your friend, that's okay. That happens all the time. And I would love to hear whatever he knows. Okay. Amber, get some help and get a job. The fact that you're still talking about Nikocado avocado, I think proves all of our points. You still want drama. You still want gossip. By the way, I'd like to remind you of this. In her members only live stream just last week and the week before that, she said that she's done with drama and gossip. She's not going to talk about dramatic topics. She's not going to talk about gossip, right? And the live streams that were members only were boring and terrible. But now that she's public, she's getting into drama with Nikocado avocado. See, can't trust anything she says. It's very, very, very palpable from her new live stream that is public, is that her demeanor is completely different than the 6 months that we've seen. Okay. When I would sit through these members only live stream that the majority of people could not see, she came crying almost always. If she wasn't crying, she was incredibly mean to people. She would block people, she would scream and yell at people, she would say terrible things to people, and she would keep asking her moderators if they infiltrated the Discord that talks about her and plays her live streams. She was just treating people really badly. And if you go through all my videos for the last 6 months, I talk about that. She is a completely different person right now publicly. She clearly took care of herself for this live stream. She clearly is all smiles and bubbly. And by the way, just in case you don't believe me, she admits it. She says it in the video. She says in her public live stream, oh, well, it's a good thing that like you weren't like watching my other members only streams, the ones that were, private. I was crying and I was upset because reality and life hit me too hard. You mean your ex Tommy said that you on purpose supposedly had a conversation with her where she asked you to go home to Oklahoma. And that's the day that you lost Rarity? You mean that's the life that, was lifing, as you would say? Because Amber says life is lifing, whatever that means. Hans Christian Amberlynn, July 2025. My point here is this. She is playing a character. She is pretending in her public live streams. She's so bubbly and she's so laughing and she's interacting with people. And she's like, if this was the first time that I saw this YouTuber, I would say, wow, she's fun. Like she's like very happy to be here. Yeah, she's very happy for the $400 to $600 that her live stream is gonna make and the super chats that she's making. What I'm trying to get at is the members only live streams were 100% different than this public live stream. She wasn't laughing most of the time. She wasn't bubbly most of the time. She mistreated her audience, made us look at the ceiling, and was just very, like, she treated people badly because I was in the streams and I saw how she was treating people. Here, she's like a stream queen and happy. What I'm trying to say is this is false and fake. The real her was with her 100 or 200 members that would watch her live streams, and this is fake. And by the way, if again you don't believe me in my experience, there are people that have re-uploaded her members only live streams. Go and watch them. They're somewhere on YouTube. They are a completely different. It's as if she's a completely different person. And that's because she's putting on an act here. She wants people to think that her live streams are where she's happy and bubbly. She even says that. Like I said, she says, oh, well, in the members only streams, it was like bad. And, I was crying. Bottom line is she is pretending to be somebody who she's not in these live streams because she wants more people to join her memberships. She wants more people to give her super chats. And she wants people to actually believe that her live streams are places where she's happy and she interacts with her viewers. I am here to tell you that if you could just have my experience and the experience of anybody that was watching her members only live streams, you would see that she was 100% a different person. She's putting on an act. She's not this bubbly and happy person who's interacting with everybody. She's a person that's doing that to put on a false image, give false hope, and give false imagery of what her live streams are about. Her live streams, I'm telling you, for the last 6 months were her crying, blocking people and showing us her ceilings. I have screenshots of it all in my videos. She's trying to pretend that that's not who she is live, and I'm here to tell you that that is exactly who she is live. I believe that she actually did this. In my video from the other day, I had discussed how she talked about how she had no idea how to go public on YouTube with just members only enabled, right, to chat. And I had said, hey, she did this before years ago. She says in this live stream she has no idea how to do it, but you did it years ago every single day. Again, I suspect that Wifey or Beck helped her with this, but I digress. So what I was talking about was how outrageous it is to actually do this when you go live. She last said this almost a week ago when she was live streaming. She said, I don't know how to do this. I'm going to have to Google. Why did you Google when you went live? This is your job. You should have clearly, without a shadow of a doubt, Google this on all the days that you had off from your job, and you would have known how to do it immediately. So this takes off a minute or two from the members only live stream, from the our live stream that she promises her viewers. I mean, I kid you not. She starts the live stream off by saying that, she has no idea. That's what I wanted to discuss here. That she has no idea how to do it. Oh, I might have to Google. Let's see. Google, membership chat setup. I mean, do you even care the way this comes off? I know the answer is no. This is your job. You last said this almost a week ago. When was the last time that she streamed? Last Tuesday, she said she didn't know how to do it and she would have to Google. You had Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and even all day Sunday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and even all day Sunday to Google this, and you still Googled it only when you went live. That says to me that, in my opinion, nobody should be paying for your membership. You couldn't take 1 minute out of five easy days that you had nothing to do during the day. You didn't have to come to work and Google it. It is astounding. And of course, she takes a bunch of minutes in this live stream to say people's names and how to Google this. And this is just time flowing. Here's the thing. I understand that the live stream is public. She got 42,000 views when I'm filming this. So she'll probably get around 50 or 60,000 because this is the first public live stream. That's about between $400 and $500. The idea here is that the reason that people are watching too, because you're curious, right? They're curious what she's going to do. This is outrageous to Google how to do your job that you knew years ago. And even if you forgot, you couldn't Google it all the other days. Yeah, that's because she doesn't want to listen. She doesn't want to even put in 1 to 5 minutes during any of the other days that she doesn't go live to actually Google something for her job. It is astounding because it took her like a minute and a half to Google it. Why couldn't you do it during the week? That right there is why you will always have a negative relationship with your audience. That right there. Personal opinion is she's manipulating the audience. She is showing you a different person that she's going to be during her live streams so that you can either join her memberships or you can think that I know what she's doing. You could think that maybe the people that were covering her members only live streams were not being honest or something. No, she's the one that is misleading you here and manipulating you. I am telling you 100%. The version of her that she showed during her members only live stream was not the bubbly, happy person. She's doing this on purpose. She's no doubt heard us say how her members' live streams are insufferable. I'm not saying that this one isn't insufferable, but it's a complete turnaround. She's happy. She's nice to people. No. That is not what we dealt with for 6 months. This is manipulation and misleading. Okay. One more point. When she was doing her live streams, when she was doing members only live streams, her members said, hey, we want to be the only one to chat with you, right? And we don't want anybody else chatting with you. Like, that's why are people paying $10 a month? That's a rhetorical question, but technically just to chat, right? Okay. So what happens is she says in the beginning of the live stream, oh, I promised members only live stream. I promised the chat function to be members only. even though the live stream is public. And you could see it's palpable how much she doesn't want that, how she just wants everyone to be able to talk because then she'd make more money. By the way, and this is really important for the people that are actually still paying her $10 a month just to chat with her. Again, the only real perk that you get from paying $10 a month is to chat with her in the stream. She said you're the only ones that are allowed to talk to her. Guess what? Towards the end of the live stream, she turns on public chat so everybody could chat with her. Okay, this is called a scam. You are advertising your live stream and you are saying that the perks that people get for paying $10 is just chatting with you in the stream, and then you're turning on public chat. Then go and do a separate public non-members only chat live stream then. So you understand what I'm saying? People are paying just to chat with her, and she's still turning on later public chat because she wants more money. She knows that the more people say whatever they want to her, they'll pay her more, they'll super chat her more. In my opinion, your memberships are the definition of what a scam is. You're promising that these people that are paying $10 are the only ones that could chat with you. And you're literally, as Hans Christian Amberlynn would say, turning on public chat. Absolutely unacceptable. This is a scam. You are not providing what you actually promise in your terms for your members only live streams. And as far as talking about making more money, when she was in the members only live streams, people continuously told her that she could get super chats, and she would say, no, I don't think I could get super chats from non-members. So she goes, oh, let's try it, guys, just trying to get money. Oh, don't say anything wild, but just let's just try it for non-members. She actually does this in this live stream, in this public live stream, to see. And of course, somebody gives her $1. So basically, she's like, oh, wow, I can't believe it. Oh, she knew from the start. She knew from the jump. You know why she's doing these public live streams? So that she doesn't have to make YouTube videos on top of these 2 hours a week. This goes up and it's gonna be public, so she's gonna be paid for these public live streams by YouTube. Before, she wasn't being paid for the private members only live streams by YouTube. And she did it because she knew that non-members could super chat her. She knew that non-members could super chat her. They could super chat her good or bad, but a lot of people would pay money, right, to super chat her. Let's see how much money she made in super chats. So it's saying on playboard.co that she made $179. YouTube will take a part of that. Even if she takes home, for example, $150 or $140, that's still $100 and something on top of what the video will make. The video, let's say, makes around, I don't know, $400 to $500. That's an extra 100. So it's like 600. So think about it. It's at least 600 for that time that she was there yesterday. Okay. And that's why she's doing this. I think to have enough audacity to pretend, what I'm trying to say is she had enough audacity to lie to you and pretend that she didn't know that non-members could super chat. The reason that we know that she knew that is because that was one of the biggest reasons that she even went public, to make the extra super chat money and the YouTube public video money. Never mind that, never forget, for those of you that are just tuning in, she used to do public live streams with members only chat enabled in 2021, and she already knew that non-members could give her money. Here's the thing, I'm going to be real with you. I will always defend her right to make money, even though I don't believe she deserves to earn a cent. I don't think that you deserve the money that you're earning. You're not putting in any work. And more importantly than that, despite this being self-employment, you could do whatever you want, Amber. The way that you've misled your audience is wild. So you're going to come on for 6 months and be incredibly mean-spirited to your audience. You're going to mistreat your audience. You're going to cry. You're going to do like tarot card readings, things that people don't want. She would leave the live streams for around 10 minutes and show us her ceiling. But now you're going to pretend to be bubbly and laughing and joking, and you're doing all this just to make extra money. By the way, besides her misleading her audience, and that's all that it is, she's misleading her audience that her live streams are fun and bubbly and happy. She has ignored every single super chat that asked her if she actually got a new pet. There was one from, like, someone pretending to be Rarity, the cat that Amber lost by accident, of course. and she read it out and she was like, "Oh, you're making me upset." But other than that, she ignored all the super chats that asked her if she got a new pet. Of course, there is a lot of speculation that she got a new kitten. So why do people give her super chats? Honestly, if you're giving her super chats, okay, she's not going to read them. She's going to ignore them. And she's doing all this for money. And by the way, if she did all of this, the public videos, knowing that she was going to get super chats from non-members, if she was doing all that and she just said it, listen, I want to make some extra money. It's not enough money for me, whatever, then we would understand. But it's the way that she's misled her audience here. She's showing a completely different side to herself and a completely different person that she chose. She chose not to show up like that for 6 months and show us her ceiling and mistreat her audience members and block everybody. But now she's this bubbly girl that's collecting super chats. Why did you lie to your audience saying that you had no idea you can get super chats? Listen, making an extra $100, you want an extra $100 on your paycheck? Making an extra $100 for the super chats is a big deal. She knew about it because she did this before in 2021 and misled her audience yet again. This whole live stream is smoke and mirrors. It's not who she really is. All right, that's about it for today's video. I want to thank you all so very much for watching today. I definitely appreciate your time. Let me know what you thought about this video in the comments and dislikes down below. If you enjoyed today's video, check out this other video that's popping up here on a similar topic, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much for being here. Bye.